on our way to Cabo San Lucas. We got Q the closer. This man is the sales expert. He's gonna help you close any deals. We got 𝒂💔 over here. Now we're gonna be celebrating one of the most monumental closes he's ever done this week. He's gonna be celebrating the close of his beautiful fiance, turning her into his wife. This guy right here can help you disposition any deal. Who am I? I'm just a guy that can help you generate more leads, more qualified leads. I'm gonna help you get more sales. So this next few days, we're gonna be generating the world's best content this industry's ever seen. No fakers, only money makers. Follow us, subscribe below. Right now we're on the way to our private villa to record some fantastic content to be able to share with the masses, share a little bit behind the scenes with these two party animals. Let's roll, baby.
Let's go.
Hey, look at the cell phone tower. They put one little palm on top of it. What if you were the palm guy, salesman? You're like, no, you really need just this one palm on top of your shit.
Trust me, man. People think it's a tree.
Yeah, exactly. No one will ever know, bro. $4 grand.
Fuck, I look like stressing. I be finessing. Dolo in my section. Built like a blessing. Fuck, I look like stressing. I be finessing. Got my muscle flexing. My money stretching.
Alright, well, let's roll. Yo, no one's gonna like this trip back up. Yo.
I like that iguana.
That's what we're gonna look like when we come back up.
It literally says no swimming.
Wow.
It literally says no swimming. It literally says no swimming.
Yeah, but they don't mean it. No, dude, you swam out all the way out there where we couldn't see you anymore. You swam back in.
This is the last we've seen this guy.
That's for real. Bueno, super.
Where's the actual Buddha?
Part of it's over there. I still got another 2/3 of the whole supply downstairs.
It's not drugs, Mom. It's not drugs, Mom.
How the did this not get stopped by customs? I don't know.
That way got stopped for drill. $57.
It looks like a gun.
Dude, that's why I was expecting it to get clapped. It's like, what is this? Like, no, it's a drone.
Go that right through customs. The drone? Yeah, you don't pay it, bro. You gotta pay $57 for the drone. The gun? I can go buy.
The gun hookah? Yeah, no, you're good. All right. Vámonos. Job boy. Listo. Oh, snap. Hey, listen, we're just now leaving the casa. Beautiful, beautiful, on the side of the Pacific Ocean, gorgeous crib, but it was only brought to us because we hustle hard and we're in the real estate business. So now we're going to a dinner to make power moves. And the best thing about this, it's only real talk, it's only real business, it's only real men talking real shit. So tonight, as we go here tonight, we're going to talk about all the fakers and then all the money makers. And unfortunately, the 3 money makers are in this car and all the fakers are out there in the biz. So here's what I know. I own one of the nation's largest, if not the world's largest, marketing agencies. And the best part is, I know who all the fakers are. Matter of fact, they hire me to run their marketing. So watch out tonight. You're gonna see something beautiful. We have, today's the what? 12th? 16th. So we have 14 days plus another 30 days. So we have about 45 days, a month and a half until we hit Q4 sprint. How do you guys feel about December? Do you chalk it up and not even count it into Q4? So then that means our Q4 sprint starts in 14 days?
Well, there's that one book that's like it's like that 8 or 10 week quarter or some shit like that. It's like, because you're not going to realize that profit.
We're never going to realize that profit. I agree. But do we wash the last 2 weeks minimum of December and chalk it up? Because we got Christmas party after Christmas party And last year, I can tell you definitively, the lead flow definitely constricted. It didn't drop, it didn't end. It was not a reason to get out of the market, but it definitely constricted that last like 10 days around.
The lead flow might be different, but it's all about follow-up. So it's like following up with those people because those are the time when people need money.
Okay, so then what
And people want to exit properties before the end of the year. People want to exit properties to get cash for Christmas. Like, the end of the year actually is good. People will die down.
But what do they want to sell before Thanksgiving though? Because no one's really going to be selling 2 weeks before
They
Christmas.
will. It
They
depends on
don't
their
know.
position. It depends on the house they live in. Obviously, if they live in it's different. But our biggest target is absentee owners. So absentee owners, they want to exit before the end of the year, take care of capital gains or whatever they need to do, depreciation, all that stuff.
So what we're saying is that the lead generation may dwindle in that last month, but the follow-up, the nurture campaigns for the sellers, the actual already converted leads should be stronger that month. The problem with sellers is they don't realize that it's not as instant as they think it is. So they think they can call us December 15th and get Christmas money. Unfortunately, all they can do is call us December 15th and get a contract aligned. But it's the urgency, right? They need Christmas money. And then they can put their Christmas on a credit card and pay it off, et cetera, et cetera. So we go very hard the last 2 weeks for acquisition, and we understand the lead generation will taper down. Okay.
A lot of people fall off at the end of the year and they stop because it's like 1-2 man shows. They're like, oh, it's Christmas, whatever, and they're doing their own thing. They're traveling, they're doing those things. But if you have a team that works and you're like, we might be traveling, like I might be out traveling, but if your team is working,
Yeah.
then like we're contacting sellers when nobody else is. So you gotta keep.
You
going.
definitely can stay aggressive and call them, but the number one objection is call me after the holidays.
And so what are they actually saying when they say call me after the holidays?
I think it's just too much going on. It's just saying too much going on. It's the one who's not as motivated, but there's a deal there. Is going to ask you to call them.
It's still a numbers game. It's still
Yeah.
a numbers game. It's still just finding that person who's going to fit in that bucket. It's time and circumstance with everything. And it's always like, depending on whether it's the list or whatever, it's always time and circumstance. So it's just hitting that right person at the right time. That person who you talked to last May might be the right time on December 10th, December 21st. It just doesn't matter. It's always time and circumstance.
And you can just
They
extend
never
contracts
stop.
to anything.
Yeah. So, but where everybody else fails in this industry is they don't understand the best, most realistic time for urgency is the last weeks or days of the year. So no one uses that as a leverage point. Like every single person in our business should be like, hey, listen, it's the last 10 days, it's the last quarter, it's the last 2 weeks, we have this amount of dollars,
I can
we have this amount of
allocate-
houses. This is the time. There's no more credible urgency than the last few weeks of the year. But people don't use that. Instead, they go on vacation and they don't understand that is the time to have urgency built into their pitch.
I mean, it's even the car salesman pitch. You hear on the radio ads, it's like, we have to get rid of our cars today before the end of the year.
So even think about us. We have a certain amount of houses that we have to buy in a year. It was our goal at the beginning of the year. So we have to hit that number. We're more loose with our investment dollars towards the end of the year if we haven't already hit our number, because we must hit our number. But other people get out versus we explain that to the sellers, and that's the reason why we're able to get deals at the end of the year.
100%. You gotta go. You gotta be aggressive on it. People are slowing down. You gotta be more aggressive and tell them like, hey, I got money to spend right now, but I have to allocate these funds now. Even if it might not close until January, I gotta allocate these funds now. Virtual withdrawal number. Here's your number. We gotta allocate these funds and say they were locked in for this property.
So here's how people are so weak in our industry. They'll say, so why are you looking to sell your house? They'll be like, oh, because I need the money. And they stop right there. But what do they want to do with the money, right? And at the end of the year, they want to make an impression on people's lives. They want to make an impression on the niece, their nephew, their spouse. They need that cash to make an impression. But they'll stop right there like, oh, I just need money. No, what do they need to do with the money? What do they want to do? It's an emotional sale no matter which way you cut it. We are literally an emotional sale. So many people get caught in the logic of beds, baths, square footage, here's the dollar amount. At Christmas, what else can you ask for? It's literally the birth of the Savior, followed by the beginning of the new year. How do you not want to end your year the best way possible, which is capitalizing on your old investment? We have the best industry.